What's up, everybody? Doc 1985. There's levels to this. All right, so make this quick video. You guys see the title, right? Listen, man. I I've been seeing this. It's a pattern in my comments. It's a pattern on Twitter. It's a pattern on YouTube. Okay, and all I'm gonna say is this. All right. Right now, today, September 30th, 2020. Neither the Xbox Series X or the PS5 has shown enough, again, this is my opinion, to warrant a buy. They haven't shown enough. We're working on the promise of what's to come, and the Xbox Series X is right now, I know there's embargoes and all this other stuff. They're promoting their Game Pass service, which you don't need an Xbox Series X to use. So there's literally no reason right now for you to get an Xbox Series X. I went ahead and pre-ordered one because I wanted to, pretty much. Because I want to be able to play the games at the best fidelity possible. Because I believe that the Xbox Series X is going to be slightly stronger than the PS5. So I want the stronger console. Now we'll see what happens when the consoles actually come out and developers actually use these systems. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it doesn't matter because eventually I'll get a PS5 as well. I'm going to get both. I have both this generation. I'm going to get both next generation. But here's the deal, right? For all the fans out there, all the gaming fans, this is what you need to understand. Just because the PS5 does something wrong, or vice versa, that Xbox does something wrong, doesn't make your platform better. It doesn't. I applaud those that can be critical of both. Okay. So I have seen Sony fans that'll call out Sony when they do something wrong. Sony fans on this channel have said, yo, I was a Sony fan, and yeah, they straight up lied when I put that video about Sony lying about next generation. I've seen Sony fans go to the extreme, like, hey, they lied so much, I'm actually going with Xbox this time around. So I've seen it, right? Xbox fans, right? Same thing. There's some Xbox fans that call out Microsoft, like, yeah, this and that, like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't know why they're showing old games. You're getting where are the new games at, right? Like when I said that exclusives matter, man, I remember that video had some comments on there talking about how yes, exclusives matter. Xbox needs to get exclusives, all this other stuff. Now Microsoft is they're making moves and they're doing things that could potentially get them exclusives, right? So we're just seeing how everything works. But all I'm saying is don't get blinded by your brand loyalty so much that your reason to get a PS5, for instance, is because you see something from Microsoft that you might not like, even though Sony hasn't said anything either. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you a better example. I spoke about how the SSD for the Xbox Series S is X. I think is I'm not gonna get it. I understand the technology, and a lot of people told me for what it does and the technology and everything is it's actually priced pretty evenly. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna have 1 terabyte of storage on this thing. I think it's like 800 gigabytes. They confirm that you're gonna be able to use. That's fine. I'll delete games and upload games, whatever. I'm not gonna get an expandable storage for this thing. Now, if you have an Xbox Series S, it's looking tough. You're probably going to want to get an expandable storage for that thing, right? Now, I made a video critiquing this expansion pack, and somebody left a comment talking about how you going to talk trash about the Xbox expansion pack when Sony hasn't said anything about their SSD or their expansion packs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See, here's the problem. When you get to the point where you're comparing Sony and Microsoft, and all you're doing is they're both trash, but one is a little bit better than the other, so you're boosting the one that's a little bit better, that you're looking at it wrong. You're getting bamboozled. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you're getting pimped. All right. It's like if both these companies came together and was like, hey, what features are you going to provide? What features? Well, don't give them too much because then it's like, no, no. If both of them are trash, both of them are trash. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, you're going to have to make a decision which one you want to go with. Or you could do like a lot of people that watch my channel. I have plenty of people that saying they're not getting a next generation console. Not yet. Smart. They're going to wait. Because at the end of the day, right now, there really is, unless you're like a huge fan of Demon Souls, why are you getting a PS5 at launch? I've said this before. Sony fans, come on in, jump in. Why are you getting a PS5 at launch? For what game? Why are you getting it over the Xbox Series X? If your answer is, I just like Sony better, I can respect that. I can respect that. But if you're going to tell me that the PS5 is better than the Xbox Series X, explain to me why. And if you're going to say the SSD, that's it, the SSD, explain to me why. What game have you seen use this SSD that you're automatic like, okay, this is going to be better? Because I know you haven't seen one. I know you haven't seen one. Right? Xbox Series X fans, explain to me why you're going to get an Xbox over a PS5. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say the power, right? And Sony fans, oh, it is what it is. On paper, the Xbox Series X is more powerful than the PS5. These are just facts. There's nothing we can do about it. These are facts. It's more powerful right now. Okay. How does that translate to games? I agree with you. We don't really know. We got to wait for the games to come out. And that's where the issue is, because we have no next generation games. Okay. We don't right now. All right. So all I'm saying, guys, is don't get trapped in that mentality that you got to defend your brand and not even be able to critique your brand or your favorite console. Because at the end of the day, if you allow these companies to get away with what they're doing, like if they're doing something that you know is not right, but you still can't speak about it, then you got a problem. Last thing I'm going to leave you with, okay? I was watching this YouTube channel, and I was watching an older video, and this guy was going in on Microsoft, talking about how Microsoft didn't care about next gen, this and that. This was before Sony did their reveal, talking about how their games are going to be able to be played on the PS4, right? The issue that I had was I went back to this dude's channel, okay? And it's a pretty big channel too. Like he's got something like 24, maybe more than that. He's 24K. It's a pretty big channel. Well, at least I think that's big. But I went back to his channel after Sony, pretty much lied and showed us that no, they're not about next gen. They're gonna go ahead and make sure you can still play Miles Morales on the PS4 and all that other stuff. Okay. And he didn't make one video critiquing it. Not one. And I'm like, dog, how are you going to talk all this trash about Microsoft, saying how they don't care about next gen games, and Sony saying that they do care about, they believe in next generation games, and then when Sony backtracks it, you don't call them out on it? I think that's wrong. So, moral of the story, don't be like that guy. Be like other YouTubers that I know that straight up call out Sony when they mess up. Look, man, I'm getting an Xbox. I am this generation right now, currently, I am an Xbox fan. I like what Xbox is doing. But I'm going to call them out on stuff. Okay? Being able to play old games, that's what I got an Xbox Series for. I got a new generation console to play old generation games. It is what it is. As dumb as it may sound, that's what I'm using it for. Right now, that's what you're using it for if you pre-order one as well, because there are no next generation games. So just call it how you see it. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, you can get whatever you want. Just be honest as to why you got it. If you say you got a PS5 because you like the way it looks better, then that's your reason. It's your money. That's fine. But don't say the PS5 is better than the Xbox Series X and not give context as to how. That's all I'm saying. and vice versa too. Don't say the Xbox Series X is better than the PS5 unless you're gonna give context. And right now, Sony fans, that power context is the biggest thing either system has. So we'll see, because you're not gonna talk about the haptic feedback on that controller. That sounds like a gimmick to me. We'll see what it feels like when you're walking through sand. I don't know. We'll see. Doc Dog 195 just levels to this. We out. Peace.